afternoon. If you are not already seated, we would like each of you to get seated. You can see that the graduates are ready to enter. Before they do so, Oak Harbor Public Schools would like to remind all guests that this is a graduation ceremony and not a sporting event. We ask that all guests, including small children, remain seated throughout the ceremony. And any guests that need to leave their seats are expected to do so during a break in the ceremony. You won't be able to return to your seats until after the break. Guests are expected to maintain a dignified atmosphere. Anything that blocks someone's view or obstructs someone from hearing the ceremony, like a noisemaker or a tripod, should not be in the stadium seats. Pets are never allowed. And we're aiming for an exciting yet respectable experience. Please refrain from blocking walkways or the views of other guests. Parents and guests, our entrance is going to be a little different than in previous years. Please remain seated as graduates enter. We have professional photographers taking pictures, and those will be uploaded 1 hour after the ceremony ends. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the school board directors of Oak Harbor Public Schools and the faculty and staff of Oak Harbor High School, led by Mr. Karst Brandsma, our superintendent, Mr. Dwight Lundstrom, our assistant superintendent, and Mr. Nate Salisbury, principal of Oak Harbor High School. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to present the graduating class of 2022, led by Mr. Jeff Laidlin, teacher and senior class advisor of Oak Harbor High School.
At this time, we ask that everyone in the stands please rise and remove your hats for the presentation of colors by the Oak Harbor High School NJROTC Color Guard. Please remain standing until the colors are unharnessed. Graduates, you may be seated. At this time, I'd like to introduce ASB President Kyle Hucko for our welcome.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Oak Harbor High School's graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. I'm Kyle Hucko, this year's ASB President. Each year, our National Honor Society decides on a theme for graduation. This year's theme is humorous moments, and I think after the last two, let's say, interesting years, we could all use a moment to pause and remember those humorous moments. Humorous moments like Mr. Fisher assigning us a 15-page paper due yesterday. Sorry about that, Fisher. Or how about a fire alarm going off and having to evacuate during the last 15 minutes of an AP exam? Now, we face many more humorous moments on our own. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome to the stage my friend, Ben Servadius.
Thank you so much. Hi, my name is Ben Servadius, and before I begin the super duper awesome speech that I wrote, the super duper grammatically correct, whatever, I'd like to start by giving a massive thank you to the band who is out here performing on a Saturday. As a current and soon-to-be former member of Wind Ensemble, I'm well aware of just how much work it takes to put on these performances, which sometimes require months of planning. And how great is it to have live music back after 2 years? I'd also like to thank all of the custodians, staff, administration, and students who are involved in making today possible and giving me the opportunity to speak in front of you. Please join me in giving them another huge round of applause. Okay, now on to what I'm really supposed to be doing up here, giving a speech about the people sitting in front of me. Every year, the seniors in the National Honor Society nominate a theme for graduation speeches, and then we vote. As the NHS president, I was pretty excited about this because it not only gave me, but the rest of the seniors a voice. Well, the winning theme, as you've already heard, was humorous experiences. Now, that's great and all, but you try coming up with a humorous speech that somehow encompasses the last 4+ years of not only your life, but the lives of all 400 other seniors. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hours later, and more deleted sentences than I care to admit, I think I've got it. But first, let's get the humor part out of the way. All right, what faculty member was friends with all of the seniors? The principal. The class of 2022 has faced countless challenges throughout the last 4 years of high school. Getting to school and all of the good parking spots are taken, pep assemblies where you couldn't hear anything, and the occasional power outage. Oh yeah, and a pandemic. The class of 2022 made it through unprecedented times, like taking woodshop on a Chromebook in bed at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. No offense, Mr. Delers. At one point during COVID, we had one-way hallways, which I thought was hilarious because it turned your everyday English teacher into an airport traffic cop. No, sir, you cannot stop there. Keep it moving, people. I've been asked a lot about what my funniest moment from high school was, and I actually have to thank my mom for reminding me about this. During online school, one of the Wednesdays where we had advisory, I decided to go skiing, and I joined my Zoom meeting from the top of a ski lift in Mount Baker. I don't remember what we covered that day, but the snow was really good. All of these moments made the last 2 years so much more enjoyable, and all jokes aside, I want to thank all of the teachers and staff who went above and beyond to help students through the pandemic. Whether it was staring at 28 little colored dots on a black screen for 6 months and still putting on a smile every day, or reaching out via email or other forms of communication to make sure that all the students were doing okay and staying healthy. But while COVID played a significant role in our high school experiences, I know that everyone is probably getting tired of hearing about it. The last year has been phenomenal, and the senior class has been there for it all. From showing up to the sports events and screaming their heads off, to planning events that make school fun, like assemblies, dances, and competitions. I think I can confidently say that school is finally getting back to normal, whatever that means. I think some more thanks are in order. I would like to thank the entire Wendy's franchise for supporting my late night Baconator cravings. I would also like to thank my AP government teacher, Mr. Fisher, for the 15-page paper on the economic and political history of Iran that was due on the last day of school. I can't be mad though, I definitely spent a lot more time talking in class than I did working on it these last few weeks. I know that every one of the people in front of me is just as excited to be here today, ready to start the next chapter of their lives, whether that be at a college, the military, or another path of their choosing. All of you are going to excel, and I'm excited to see where you end up. Lastly, before I say goodbye, I want to acknowledge all of the parents in the audience today. None of this would have been possible without you, literally and figuratively. From paying for sports gear, dropping us off, picking us up, and always being there to support us when we need it. Thank you, and we love all of you. I want to leave the class of 2022 with a message that has stuck with me throughout my high school years. It's about the journey, not the destination. All of the things that I've mentioned today have been part of this journey, whether they were funny, frustrating, or painful. Today, as we move forward and graduate, this is the beginning of our next journey. I know that each and every one of you will go on to do great things, and I want to wish everyone here the best of luck. Thank you. Now, I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Gabby Eaton.
Thank you, Ben. Good afternoon, families, staff, and fellow class of 2022 graduates. I have the pleasure of standing beside you today to celebrate 13 of what most of us would probably consider the longest years of our lives coming to an inevitable end. Though, since I'm not quite keen on endings, I'd rather like to think of it as a start of a new beginning, a new story to add to our collection of memories waiting to be told one day. I've had the ability to make many memories worth a lifetime in the past 4 years of high school alone, each one shaping me into the person I am today. Never-ending adventures with friends, Friday night football games, and sometimes the moments spent in a car with some of my best friends, screaming Bohemian Rhapsody at the top of our lungs, driving past West Beach windows down, hair flying in the wind. These are the glory days of high school that we live hoping someday we'll look back and reminisce upon our well-spent moments together. Today I have the pleasure of sharing one of my not-so-pleasant memories with all of you here before me. Freshman year, it was the weekend before our first homecoming dance. My best friend, our moms, and myself were about to take on the ultimate challenge of dress shopping. Now, I know this probably sounds crazy, and you're probably wondering where I'm going with this, but just bear with me. After hours and hours of what felt like endless searching, trying on dress after dress, I finally found the one. I was convinced that this was my dream homecoming dress. Shiny blue satin fabric, knee-length, sweetheart neckline, fit and flare silhouette. It was absolutely perfect. I was about to get changed and take it to the register to pay for it, and then all of a sudden the zipper got stuck. It would not budge, and trust me, we tried every way possible you could think of to get it to move. And as you can see, I have pretty broad shoulders, so I couldn't just slide it off. This left me with tons of frustration and many questions. How am I going to pay for this? What could I do instead? Is there any way out of this? What would I do if I couldn't find something else? More importantly, why am I letting myself get upset about a dress? Now, this wasn't too funny for me in the moment, but my friend and mom shared quite a great laugh. I didn't think much of this time, and I'm sure not everyone can relate to being stuck in a dress, but everyone can most likely relate to feeling stuck in life. Feeling frustrated or confused when what you thought was the perfect plan doesn't quite work out the way you wanted it to. Asking yourself the same questions. How am I going to pay for this? What could I do instead? Is there any way out of this? What would I do if I couldn't find something else? And maybe one day you'll look back on those moments and share a great laugh as well. Our past 4 years in high school have not gone the way any of us imagined they would, but we have all found our way through the challenges life has placed in front of us one way or another. And together we have come out on the other side stronger than when we started. I guess the message that I'm trying to express in hopes that you may carry it with you throughout life is, it's okay to feel stuck when you find yourself at a crossroad in life, or feel sad when things don't turn out the way you had necessarily planned. What matters is how you find a way through the challenges you are given, rather than forcing something that wasn't meant to be. Life is about adapting and growing to everything that surrounds us, knowing when to reach out for a helping hand when your zipper of a journey gets jammed, rather than trying to manage it yourself. Class of 2022, I'm so honored to have shared this journey with you, and I look forward to seeing what the future has in store for each and every one of you. Thank you. Welcome our next speaker to the stage, James Bond.
Thanks, Mom. I hear you, Mom. Testing, testing. Can y'all hear me good? Sick. Bro, oh my God, it is so hot right now. I'm just saying. I don't know about you, but some of us are dying right now, so for everyone's convenience, including mine, I'll make it quick. Trust. I'd like to give some shout-outs. Wow, this wind is cool. Shout-outs to my family and friends. Duh. I know my mom is out there in that corner right now, so I just want to say, I love you, Mom! I made it! Stop crying. Shout-outs to a few teachers that helped me throughout my journey. Shout-outs to Miss Shuley, a wonderful teacher who has helped reinforce my principles of leadership. Thank you. Shout-outs to Miss Gibson, who recognized my quote-unquote public speaking talent and told me that I should try out for this speech. You know, some people might be cliche and be like, oh, without this person, I wouldn't be here right now. But in my case, if it weren't for Miss Gibson telling me that I could try out for this, I actually would not be here. So thank you, Miss Gibson. Shout-outs to Miss Voorhees. I actually never had a class with Miss Voorhees, but I remember her fondly as the High Five Friday lady. I'm pretty sure that whenever I'm in her hallway and she hears me yell out, High Five Friday! Her hand starts to crank. I almost broke her hand. Thank you for being a mood booster during the best day of the week. And also, shout out to the people that gave me this wonderful cap and gown, but as of recent news, I figured out that if you guys look at your sashes, you guys get like fancy letters for the OHHS. I got like this Arial font looking thing, so as a top 10 student, I feel hurt, but apart from that, kind of a final random shout out to one of our valedictorians, Jonathan Tang. He unfortunately could not be up here to speak. Actually, wait, he's not dead. He's not dead, don't worry. I'm just saying that his speech didn't win the tryout, so hopefully he thinks mine is cool. Let's get it. Class of 2022, you already know who it, actually, wait. For those of you that don't know me, y'all are thinking like, who is this guy? He looks dumb. Why is he up here? And for those of you that do know me, y'all are thinking like, he looks dumb. Why is he up here? Guys, my name is literally Bond, James Bond. How could I not be up here? But does this guy have an audience? Well, I actually do. And it's the biggest, most silent audience of them all. I'm here to talk to people that are just like me. Some people might say that high school zoomed by. I hear that and go, no, it didn't. For some of us, this day could not come any sooner. We had phases. I sure did. Loser, emo loser, loser again, loser, but happy, then emo loser again. Now I'm just a blonde loser, so yippee. You know, pandemics and isolation, man, they change people. Sorry, my throat. But pandemics and isolation, they change people, man. While some people were out having their humorous moments, some of us, we struggled. We quietly struggled. We all had our reasons. It's not just because, oh, AP classes are hard. No, it's deeper than that, man. We were even too quiet to let our loved ones and closest friends know that, myself included. It's just how we are. Ever since freshman year, people like me were searching for that feeling of belonging. And in the process, we fell into some holes. Trends came and went. Friends came and went. Love was found, and then love was lost. And then we fought for that love, very awkwardly, and then we posted on our stories that we're back together with so-and-so, but then we break up in 2 weeks. Either way, people like me felt pressured to do something in order to fit in, which usually didn't work, but then as soon as we just wanted to act like ourselves, we were looked at, we were laughed at. In the nicest way possible, our 4 years here were less than stellar. I get it. Not everybody can feel like a girl boss 24/7. I felt what you felt. Let me be your voice. I mean, come on. I made all of you guys laugh just earlier. Isn't that a humorous moment? I just want to say that for those of us that didn't have our humorous moments, make them. I mean, face it. How many of us know what's going to happen as soon as we're out of here? I mean, some of us might be like, oh, after this I'm just going to carpool over to McDonald's, but after that, nobody knows. One thing's for sure, it won't always be pretty. So whenever any one of us feels alone and is just not having any good times or humorous moments, make them. Make your humorous moments, make your good times. Take nothing and turn it into something. That's what got me out of bed on some mornings. That's what got me through the toughest times. That's what got me through the largest losses I could ever face. And it also got me to think, hey, maybe it might be a good idea to do a graduation speech. We've only got a little bit left, guys. Class of 2022, we can do this. I love y'all. I'm out of here. Thank you. And now, I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Hanaya Rand!
Thank you to James. Hello, my name is Hanaya Renz. And first, I would like to start off by thanking my family, my friends, my fellow graduates, and all of Oak Harbor High School faculty. It is a great honor that I get to be here today. As I'm standing here, I cannot help but feel the deepest sense of appreciation for all that Oak Harbor High School has meant to us all up to this day. I specifically want to thank God, my parents, Mrs. Shuley, and Ms. Chargaloff for supporting me and helping me understand what my future should and will look like. So many moments from the emotional roller coaster of the teens to reaching absolute highs and simultaneously being familiar with the lows and likeliness of rock bottom. They've all assembled to bring great awareness to myself and to you all to recognize that in these moments, what we tend to think is ordinary has an extraordinary impact. As Carolyn Birmingham once said, a smile starts on the lips, a grin spreads to the eyes, a chuckle comes from the belly, but a good laugh bursts forth from the soul, overflows, and bubbles all around. At Oak Harbor High School, I laugh a lot. From the late nights of freshman year, from homecoming setup, to the Mardi Gras parties in French class. From the late nights of decorating Tolo and not having such a good outcome, we still all had a great time, or a great time afterwards. My classmates and my peers will be missed. The joke or the situation doesn't typically have to be funny, but I will be the one to laugh a lot, maybe a little too much. But being a person who finds it quite easy to laugh, it comes with a great pressure. See, many people will look at me and immediately think or expect me to have a smile on my face. Yet the second it disappears, something is wrong. A smile isn't the definition of your emotion. Laughter is. Growing up, my parents always taught me to surround myself with people that I desired to be with and those who made my time worthwhile. If such people carried positive energies, that energy for myself would be reciprocated onto myself and those around me. My peers are nothing but supportive, caring, and loving, and goal-chasing humans. My friends and families are the ones that pushed me to achieve my best. Therefore, I would not be here today without all of you. While coming to an understanding that laughter is one way of processing how difficult things can be, it helps us reframe hard situations for ourselves. With such experiences in high school, laughter with our peers, our friends, and our staff is what got us through the last 4 years. When turning a tough situation into something joyous, it helps to reevaluate and think of our lives in an upgraded perspective. For the last 2 years, we have spent our time focusing and embracing our final moments together as we prepare to part ways, as well as navigating how to positively reflect our situations. I will forever be grateful that I have been able to share the last 4 years at this school with such genuine and beautiful people. Take what you have learned in the past 12 years of schooling and put it to great use. Seniors, today is your day of recognition. We have all worked endlessly to get to this point, and after years of experience, we now gather in one space to celebrate our final moment together as the class of 2022. Thank you. Up next, I would like to introduce our next speaker, Alora Van Alken.
Thank you. Hello, class of 2022. I spent a really long time trying to find the cheesiest and most cliched way to start this speech, so here it is. It seems like just yesterday, we were learning how to tie our shoes and sitting crisscross applesauce on the rainbow carpet. Now, we're all grown up, with many laughs along the way. From our first high school dance, where freshmen wore prom dresses to homecoming, to getting numerous parking tickets in the school lot. We were dreamers and achievers and the hardest of workers, at least before taking the initiative and signing up for AP classes. We dreamt of reaching this deadline for years, and it's finally here. I'm so honored and proud to be with you guys today, having survived forehead acne, due at 11:59, and Times New Roman, size 12 font. And while I'm pretty certain we have aced MLA format, we still have a lot to learn. We're about to go off to learn new things and to achieve more than we ever thought possible. As we take our final steps together, I ask you to remember all the pies our administrators took to the face, all of the homecoming football games where we definitely won, and finally, remember this day. Look around at the faces you've seen every day for the past 4 years and take them in for the last time. Through the actual classroom and Google Classroom, we won this race together. My dad, the cheesiest man in the world, always told me that there is no losing. You either win or you learn. And boy, did we learn. We learned our times tables, we learned the Pythagorean theorem, and we learned how to drive, mostly. But the most important lesson we learned was to be ourselves. As cliche as it is, whether you're a mac and cheese enthusiast, a thumbs upper in pictures, someone who cries when they laugh, or a girl who wears flowers in her hair, the only person you need to be is yourself. No matter how many times I've performed on a stage, this is the one I've always wanted to walk on. So, let's hope we don't trip. Let's hope all our shoes are tied. Let's, as my mom says, just do it. I hope that today we have made our parents, our friends, our teachers, and ourselves proud by walking across this stage after listening to cheesy speeches like this one. I thank you for listening, and I thank you for 4 years of fun. Now I think I have the most corny exit line ready for you. See you later, alligators. It is with great pleasure that I get to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Salisbury, principal of Oak Harbor High School.
Well, I'm not going to lie. When I found out that the theme for graduation was humorous moments as a principal, that makes me a little nervous. But I agree with our student, whose code name is 007, that humorous moments need to be made if we don't have them already. So I decided to make one. I'm going to argue that I pulled off the biggest prank ever, because when you think about a graduation, what are the two things that you absolutely cannot do without at a graduation? The first would be graduates. Gotta have graduates. The second would be diplomas. Okay? So some of you may have noticed that as the graduates came in, we had no diplomas here. That's my joke. It was fun to watch them all say, hey, there are no diplomas, and then have them escorted in by active military. So if you didn't notice that, I just wanted to point it all out to you. Humor is also always risky when you're giving public speeches, so there you go. Welcome, everyone. This has been a very busy week of senior activities celebrating the Oak Harbor High School class of 2022. I would like to catch you all up on some of the celebrations that we have had this week. We have numerous graduates that have enlisted to serve our country. Some of them have earned ROTC scholarships in combined excess of $1.4 million. Graduates, if you have enlisted, intend to enlist in the armed forces, or have earned an ROTC scholarship, please stand at this time. I want to personally thank you in advance for your service. You may be seated. We also had numerous graduates that have earned local, state, college, and national scholarships to the tune of over $3.8 million. Would all the students that have earned a scholarship of any kind please stand and remain standing at this time? When you add ROTC scholarships to that amount, it brings the total award amount to over $5.2 million to this class. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and you may be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce our Superintendent of Oak Harbor Public Schools, Mr. Kars Bransma, with a personal, heartfelt thank you for his service to our district in this transition year. Thank you so much for all you've done for us.
Parents, grandparents, family members, staff, friends, and distinguished guests. Good afternoon and welcome to the commencement ceremony of the class of 2022 from Oak Harbor High School. To the graduates, as a superintendent of schools, I tried to reflect on what remarks I could possibly leave you, and then I remembered a long time ago when I graduated that a superintendent's remarks are soon forgotten. So with that, I promise to be brief. If you Google what you need to know in life, you'll find the very popular answers to life's greatest question. You'll find things like lessons from Winnie the Pooh, the world according to Mr. Rogers, life lessons from Snoopy and the Peanuts Gang, and Make Your Bed, 10 Lessons That Will Change the World by retired Admiral William McRaven. I've always liked the well-known, all I really knew or need to know I learned in kindergarten. There in the classroom some 12 years ago, you learned share everything, play fair, don't hit people, put things back where you found them, clean up your own mess, don't take things that aren't yours. Say you're sorry when you hurt someone, wash your hands often, and flush. Live a balanced life, learn some and think some, and draw and paint and sing and dance and play and work every day some. You were told to take a nap every afternoon, and when you went out into the world, you were told to watch for traffic. You held hands and stuck together. I'll add 2 others. Don't text and drive, and make sure on Mother's Day you send her a nice handwritten note. Believe me, she'll be waiting for you. My advice is not as fun or interesting as Snoopy, Admiral McRaven, or things you learn from kindergarten. It won't be published, and it won't be in a book on the New York Times bestseller list, and you won't be Googling it every year at graduation time. My advice is simply 5 things. Number 1, set goals, set short, medium, and long-range goals. Check them often, read them aloud. Once you complete them, check them off, and then make new goals. Number 2, show respect. Respect those that are on your side, those that help you get what you need to go. Make sure you thank your parents, your staff members, and also your fellow students. But most of all, respect yourself. You have value, and you have worth. Show enthusiasm. You'll succeed and accomplish more things when you're excited about doing it. Number 4, show excellence. Everything in life is worth doing well. Sure, you'll make your mistakes along the way, but pledge always to do your best. And 5, lastly, success will never come in one try. It will not probably come over several trials. It will come through persistence, and in the words of Winston Churchill, when the darkest hour was over Britain during World War II, the mantra became 7 words heard around the world. And those 7 words were never give up, never, never give up. As the superintendent of schools, I would like to extend on behalf of the district, the school board, teachers, and all the staff, a sincere congratulations to our graduates today. Graduates, as a school district, we have been entrusted by the community and your parents to give each of you a fair start and a well-meaning diploma. We were asked to give you the skills necessary that you know you are either college ready or career ready, whichever direction you choose to go. You have met our expectations and you've met the requirements of graduation, and now you are ready to accept future challenges in life, wherever they may lead you. As you proceed with your next chapter, make sure you say thanks to family and friends. Don't stomp on anyone. As graduates of Oak Harbor High School, you have the power to change the world. Congratulations and best wishes to you all. Principal Salisbury, on behalf of the district and school board of directors, I hereby accept your certification, verifying that the Oak Harbor High School class of 2022 has met all graduation requirements. Graduates, congratulations and good luck. Go Wildcats! Please welcome Mr. Salisbury, Mr. Otterbeck, and the school board directors, Ms. Lynn Goebel, Ms. Jessica Oz, and Mr. Bill Hanlahan for the presentation of names and diplomas.
Graduates, if you take your places at this time, please. Another humorous moment. Liam Chapman.
Benjamin Servadius.
Jonathan Tang.
Jack Fletcher.
Kyle Hucko.
Emma Cochran.
Tiana Jackson.
Sarah Rhodes.
Mark James Preby.
Ralph Rainier.
Zoe O'Phelan Eisenbray.
James Vaughn.
Ashlyn LeClaire.
Tyler Johnston.
Mia Winstead.
Annika Rasmussen.
Jessica Turner.
Alora Van Auken.
Alana Scoville.
Kayla Rossina.
Gabrielle Eaton.
Haley Hayden.
Hanaya Renz.
Matthew Becerra.
Maya Bates.
Anissa Hiroyasu.
Isaac Brady.
Hadley Dahl.
Ania Harden.
Anaya Harden.
Kenneth Tofa.
Ethan Noble.
Phoenix Lester.
Billy Champion.
Peyton Parks.
Kendra Signor.
Elizabeth Lurf.
Amberly Jane Johnson.
Cole Valdez.
Jordan Fay.
Trevor Lang.
Francisca Bartlett.
Samuel Martin.
Naomi Merrill.
Angelina Gebhardt.
Aiden Golden.
Lacey Zilstra.
Tiana Crumpton.
Kaido White.
Aaron King.
Stuart Bassett.
Sterling Bassett.
Cameron Hoppick.
Austin Hoppick.
Nolan Bing.
Caleb Shane Austin Comley.
Go Kingsville. Connor Lacey.
Bryson Edwards.
Jackson Hickman.
Dylan Ebright.
Brian Burns.
Brian Brinker.
Gavin Bachman.
Corey Nagel.
Tara Guy.
Sarah Eisner.
Jeremiah Purcell.
Haley Melton.
Kanye Kitchens.
Gracie Boudreau.
Caden Ibai.
Alina Kidwell.
Clyde Pasqua.
Selena Sarate.
Lillian Sherwood.
Lacey Bevel.
Lita Willett.
Dylan Estes.
Cheyenne Johnson.
Logan Jackson.
Caden Anderson.
Ryan Levi.
Connor Zabel.
Tyler Parker.
Jacob Swanson.
Timothy Powers.
Troy Gilbert.
Daniel Welch.
Genesis Kelly.
Jasmine Washington.
Peyton Ringelstetter.
Shayla Lawrence.
Amber Biller.
Daniel Brown.
Jace Wallace Hickerson.
Emily Miller.
Paige Reinstra.
Emma Teal.
Carly Mosley.
Tanner Rogers.
Caitlin Turner.
Noah Allen.
Gage Chamberlain.
Aiden Wire.
Samuel Thompson.
Gabrielle Savage.
Nicholas Polubinski.
Katie Howell.
Thomas Mayhew.
Haley L. Bingham.
Jeremy Lujan.
Alyssa Lujan.
Charles Brooks.
Mari Pucci.
Bo Bayless.
Carly Hunziker.
Caden Gazy Delap.
Jaden Scott.
Alicia Gross.
Gabriela Suarez Flores.
Lincoln Berner.
Garrett Akatar.
Hunter Hanks.
Cooper Billiter.
Gabriel Salvatore Kuvala.
Kelsey Yaden.
Alexander Tirado.
Lindy Miller.
Madeline Chidsey.
Jillian Frommie.
Chandler Landolt.
Christopher King.
John Blankman.
Will Rankin.
David Lim.
Liam John Lauren Hawking.
Ella Colwell.
Jaden Williams.
Bailey Ryan.
Emily Lucille Wilson.
Haley Green.
Ellie Verdusco.
Tyler Anders.
Hannah Abersol.
Ecstasy Ingalls.
Ian Lim.
AJ Gibson.
Shane Zerwas.
Miracle Chadwick.
Estella Ray Thomas.
Timothy Latrell Dingler.
Lexi Elaine Phillips.
Ashlyn Wayland.
Chloe McNichols.
Gerald Burt.
Jordan Griffith.
Ian Richards.
Eric Lindsay.
Kayla M. Mora.
Gabriel Kunkel.
Dior Ramos.
Angel Ann Branzuela.
Gage McLeod.
Jordan Ronning.
Pedro Daniel Barajas.
Caden Barnes.
Sean Day.
Timothy Boyles Jr.
Aiden Aguayo.
Hayden Whitty.
Edward Ailes Jr.
Noel Wade.
Rihanna Delogian.
Dominique McBanois.
Mia Steinheld.
Isabella Romero.
Carson Williams.
Aaron Adams.
Jesus Carranza III.
Nathan Diamond.
Caleb Shodine.
Arturo Aguirre.
Hunter Case.
Dylan Nolan.
Hayden Joy.
Caden Starkey.
Darren Lowry.
Caden Starkey.
Kaya Krebin.
Gene Martin Jr.
Michael McKinney.
Jalen Krebin. Amelia Boylick.
Harrison Keating.
John Leet.
Sadie Ida Harbaugh. Kayla Crocker.
DeAndre Cook.
Isidro Nicolas Reyes Torres.
Kiara Contreras.
Brianna Amy Lee Edmond.
Taylor Jade Duvier.
Jania Love Crushmer Smith.
Han Lee.
Isaiah Copeland.
Tashawn Welch.
Mariah Roach.
Mason Soto.
Emily Hill.
Michaela Cherry.
Taylor Burton.
Luke McCloskey.
Eric Keogh.
Mason Montgomery.
Mateo Ramirez.
Layla Roberts.
Sierra Cook.
Samantha Scott.
Nathaniel Moss.
Daniel Dowdy.
Jonah Schultz.
Thomas Harrison.
Gabriel Brown.
Emily Rodriguez.
Colin O'Hara.
Genesis Mathis.
Melanie Alanis.
Emily Smallwood.
Rowena Spencer.
Matthew Hill.
Gwyneth Sellers.
Marissa Scarfoni.
Darwin Tuller.
Cherish McConkey.
Nathaniel Snell.
Lily Snell.
River Clark.
Connor Cadeo.
Jerry Butler Jr.
Sandra Mariscal.
Aiden Paulson.
Montessa Ellis.
Kai Sammons.
Sherlyn Chiaco. Makano Okalani Abo Martis.
Evan Lucia Porter.
Carrick Norman.
Bailey Burkett.
Brianna Dietrich.
Samantha Moore.
Katie Teeger.
Christiana Seward.
Melody Richard.
Trinity Smith.
Elizabeth Wolf.
Jacob Evans.
Thomas Thomas Garcia.
Malachi Preston.
Joshua Hutchison.
Mayling Maddox.
Samantha Whalen.
Carter McKay.
Paige Jenkins.
Samantha Zanger.
Alexis Hunzi.
Leanne Eloise Canonizado.
Anthony Herrera.
I'm going to try that again. Leanne Eloise Canonizado. Christine Magno.
Ryan Sanchez.
Michael McCauley Jr.
Sean Garris.
Chris Sweet.
Thomas Tanner.
Mark Leasing.
Jahaziel James Pacheco.
Raymond Manibusan.
Junel Anthony Heidick.
Zachary English.
Koiser Gaabukayan.
Elizabeth Eaton.
Isaac Schultz.
Kyle Bowles.
Braxton Potter.
Daniel Albert.
Samuel Van Drummel.
Matthew Caleb.
Landon Eaton.
Andrew Beeman.
Connor J. Burlington.
Dominic Montez.
Connor Gill.
Michael McGuffey.
Hayden Louisville.
Keely Harmon.
Audrey Taylor.
Andrew Taylor.
Nicholas Truex.
Caleb Benson.
Yusuke Zakini Belize.
Ashley Dodson.
Reagan McCabe.
Juliana Marian Publico.
Rovik Parma.
Marymel Faith Beretta.
Sakura Ibata.
Stephanie Lenopa.
Quiros.
Bernardo Velasco Marino.
Jose Osornio Ramos.
Logan Shear.
Trent Patrick.
Madison Finay.
Ari Wagner.
Jonathan Shields.
Gabriella Marriott.
Kendall Hadley.
Hannah Williams.
James Main.
Francis Lay.
Aaron Rodriguez.
Carlos Whitmire.
Graham Bennett.
Megan Croft.
Joshua Marufo.
Joseph Redis.
Bianca Giannino.
Rosalind Wong.
Miley Rivers.
Matthew Isgrig.
Justice Burnett.
Alex Mizak.
Gavin Bryant.
Eric Scott.
Anthony Townsend Diaz.
Kyle McCaslin.
Charlie Townsend Diaz.
Jaden Lindstrom.
Ava Fields.
Raymond Callan.
Tanner Ruiz.
Iva Sematico.
Madison Gleisner.
Lori Drast.
Dakota Boyle.
Riley Bradick.
Scott Fields.
Rain Conrad.
Evan Getty.
Angus Messersmith.
Sol Kennedy. Will ASB President Kyle Hucko and Senior Class President Ralph Ramier please join me on the stage? Graduates, please rise and prepare for the turning of the tassel. Staff, Please follow Ms. Sturman, Schuley, and Voorhees at this time and form a tunnel behind you for the graduates to exit to the parking lot. Families, please remain in your seats until all of the graduates have exited to the parking lot. Your graduate will meet you outside of the stadium after they collect their caps. It is imperative that you wait in your seats for them to exit so they can all get out of the stadium. All right, Kyle and Ralph, prepare yourselves. Staff and families, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you, for the first time, the Oak Harbor High School graduated class of 2022.
Thank you.